My view is that unless we can turn this thing around pretty soon with a substantial change of policy, broadly I think along the lines that are here, then success in Afghanistan is a less likely outcome than failure. And the consequences of failure in Afghanistan are very, very grave. Grave for the internal security of the United States, of Britain, very grave for the region, etc., as we all know. In my view, Afghanistan is far more important than Iraq in terms of its consequences. So I have been looking for a plan which was interlocking, which was comprehensive, as this seeks to be, and which has a number of ingredients. The first is that it should be a political plan, not a military plan. In these conflicts, the military think their job is to kill the enemy. Actually, it isn't. In the hot war phase, the military find the enemy and destroy them. But in the post-conflict reconstruction phase, which is broadly what we're in, the military secure territory so that you can rebuild governance, politics, safety, security, reconnect what matters to people's lives, water systems, etc. And the military have to, there is not a military solution in Afghanistan. The military have to be locked into a political solution, and I'm delighted to see that comes through here very clearly. Secondly, there has to be unity of command. I mean, I say I think the United States Army is now the best army in the world when it comes to counterinsurgency, by the way, far better than I'm afraid us, despite all our past experiences. And the Petraeus Revolution has been an extraordinary one. I've watched it with some admiration. But the reality is you've got to have unity of command, and it is a depressing fact that the United States has replicated almost exactly the divided command structures that it had in Somalia and ended up in Black Hawk Down with 3 separate command structures, OEF, ISAF, and Special Forces commanded from Tampa. That's what led to Black Hawk Down. And if that is now being put right, I'm delighted. And this report concentrates on that too. But there needs to be unity of command also between the military and the civilian. And if I were to pick out a single element, Steve, of this, which gives me a bit of concern, it is the fact that the absolute necessity for the international community to speak with a single voice and operate to a single plan, insofar as that is achievable, and I think it is crucial to this. More troops are necessary, but they're not sufficient. We're putting into Afghanistan at present, this is the figures before the latest troop reinforcements from the administration, 1/25th the number of troops and 1/50th the amount of aid per head of population that we put into Bosnia. We have never done a peace stabilization on such little resources. If in addition to inadequate resources you have no coordination, then the result is a likely failure. And we don't in the international community. The British think that Afghanistan is Helmand, the Dutch think it's Uruzgan, the Canadians think it's Kandahar, the Germans think it's the Panjshir Valley, and the United States think it's bombing villages to catch Osama bin Laden. Unless we can get this together, you are not going to succeed. The lesson I had in Bosnia and Herzegovina was if the international community is divided, it can do nothing. If it's united, it can do anything.